Welcome back to the channel. I want to show you guys how to lock onto an object and get a better result using Fusion with a tracker and a transform node. We're here on the edit page and I have the shot of this jet skier where the drone kind of loses focus on the object and it could just be framed a little bit better. Originally, I grabbed it and I tried the stabilization here, which did a slight zoom and it made it a little bit better, but it wasn't quite the results I was looking for. So let's hop over to the Fusion page and I'll show you how to get a better result. So with that clip selected, now that we're in Fusion, I'm going to choose Media in 1, hit Shift Spacebar and start typing tracker. That's going to call up our tracker. I'm going to use IntelliTrack. If you don't have the studio version, you can always use the point tracker. So I'm going to put it on a high contrast point, which is where her hair is. And then we're going to track. So to track it, we're going to go in the middle here underneath our tracker and track forward. Since we're at the start of the shot, we only have to do to the end of the shot. And now that we've done that, if we click on tracker, we can see our path right here in green. And if we step through, we can see our tracker is locked on quite nicely. So I'm going to go back to the start of the shot. Now we need to tell the tracker what to do. So with our tracker still selected, we're going to go over to the operation. And under operation, we're going to choose match move. And under merge, we're going to choose background. Now if we hit play, you're going to see that our image starts zooming around. The lock on works really well. But now we have all this exposed checkerboard because it's moving the whole frame to lock onto our subject here. So that's where the merge comes in. I'm going to scoot tracker over, click Media in 1, and I'm going to add a transform node from the toolbar up here. And what we're going to do is line up this green edge of the frame to the edge of our visible frame. So I'm going to zoom out. So as I said, anywhere there's the green edge is where there's actual picture, and wherever that goes over our background here is where we're getting this checkerboard. So let's go to the start of the shot. We look okay here. If we go to the end of the shot though, we have the left and the top. So what I'm going to do is with size, I'm just going to zoom in quite a bit. And then we'll back up. The shot's going to be moving. As you can see here, we get a giant exposed edge over here on the left. So what I'm going to do is zoom in quite a bit more and then use my X parameter to slide over. So now you can see we've got some clearance here on the left. And if we keep moving through the shot, we can see where we have some room to spare. So we're pretty good. I might slide this over a hair because we're starting with the subject on the right here. So I'll move that over and leave us a little bit of room here on the right side of our frame. And as you can see, that really centers our subject quite a bit more. I might zoom it in just a hair and let's just try to tighten it up just a little bit more right about there. So now if we shut these two off, you can see how far back our image was. She starts to get ahead of the drone here. The drone slows down and then it kind of loses track. Now if we turn these two nodes back on, we now have a nice zoomed in focus shot of her riding, and we don't even notice that the frame's moving around because the stabilization works so much better. All right, that's it. So 2 little nodes, we get a tracker and a transform node, and you get a lot better results than what the stabilizer was able to give right off the bat. All right, thanks for watching. If you found that helpful, consider giving me a like or subscribe. Appreciate all the new subscribers, and I'll see you guys on the next video.